Hey, what's up, nerds? Today I'm talking all about nostalgia and how Sorcery has really scratched that itch. So hi, everybody. How you doing? Even before Sorcery was released and we saw the spoilers, you knew that certain original old school Magic artists were doing work for these cards. I did a video about that, which I will hopefully remember to link yonder. That's one of the ways in which this game has really hit that nostalgia feel, and nostalgia is a really powerful drug, as many of you remind me on this channel.
Hey man, Magic has evolved, blah blah blah.
Yeah, well, I still like the old stuff. As I started opening the packs the other day in my opening video, which I'll also link up there, I just noticed all the cards that had similar names or similar feels or similar vibes. The Lightning Bolt in Magic is such a iconic card. And here we have the Lightning Bolt in Sorcery, and they both deal 3 damage. The artwork on both is of a lighter Lightning Bolt and a blue-black background. I actually love them both. The Christopher Rush Lightning Bolt from Magic is such an iconic picture that was from them, there since Alpha. And then this Lightning Bolt with that rider in the distance, trying to avoid, is just beautiful as well. We have one of the old school Magic removal spells in Disenchant, and then you have Disenchant from Sorcery. You get to destroy all auras and artifacts at target location up to 2 steps away, and in Magic you're destroying a target enchantment or artifact. I'm guessing auras and enchantments are very similar things. Even looking at the picture, it is a round image. It's different, but it still kind of calls to mind the same thing. Now, friends, if you don't think they did this on purpose, then you're lying to yourself. Sorcery knew exactly what they were doing. Let's look at some more. This one caught me too, because I really never used much Sandstorm. 1 damage to attacking creatures might not seem like that much, but if somebody is like slamming you with a weenie deck, well, it can really make a difference. Then, of course, we have the Sandstorm, which is a little different. The function of it is different, but you have to know that they're calling the same card into mind. Anyway, these 2 Earthquake cards don't seem to have a whole lot in common when it comes to their function. Earthquake here is a damage dealer. Earthquake here has a whole lot of effects, including rearranging sites. Those are where the battles take place in Sorcery, and carrying along everything of normal size, and then burrow all your minions and artifacts on those sites. So, similar cards, different effects.
This place is so evil, our torches give off no warmth.
Ah yes, the Evil Presence. One of my favorite black cards from back in the day. And Evil Presence here, Evil Presence in Magic, target land becomes a basic swamp. Here comes the Swamp Walking. And over here for Evil Presence, you may summon spirits to affected sites. When you summon a spirit here, give it charge, and then return Evil Presence to its owner's hand. Not exactly how that works in a game yet, but the fact that it goes back to my hand sounds like a good idea. It's a reusable card, but very similar pictures, definitely calls each other to mind. Here we have the Wall of Ice and the Wall of Ice. I was going to say the Wall of Ice and something else, but these are both Wall of Ice. I never really thought that it was strange that in Magic the Wall of Ice was a green card until I looked at it next to the blue here. But speaking of the wall that is blue, you have the Wall of Air and another Wall of Air. Then we have the Apprentice Wizard. One of these Apprentice Wizards looks like he's ready to rumble a little more than the other one.
You're a wizard. A wizard!
The Apprentice Wizard in Magic, pretty expensive card, but he can help you ramp up your mana, and in the early days, there weren't a whole lot of spells that could do that, so not a bad deal.
A wizard!
The Apprentice Wizard from Sorcery helps you draw cards. That's always a bonus.
A wizard!
He's an ordinary mortal, though, but he does look like he's ready to rumble, where the Apprentice Wizard from Magic kind of looks like he's not exactly sure what he's looking at. What does this wand do?
If you're going to have a magic wand, you need to determine what kind of wand you want to have.
Just a wand of smiles, brother. Don't worry about it. We have... I've been doing this, so let's do this. Then we have the Raised Dead.
Rise from your grave.
Take a target creature from your graveyard, put it in your hand for Magic, and summon a random dead minion. So, very similar effects. Love both these pictures. because, you know, I'm a weird dude and I like dead things. I did find it kind of interesting that the Raise Dead in Sorcery is an air spell and not an earth spell based on what it is. But I guess you're raising them up. I don't know. What do I know? I know very little. I know that I like these cards, and I do love my old school Magic cards. So here we have Disintegrate. I actually pulled 2 cards from Sorcery for this because it does also have a Disintegrate spell. It's removal. Disintegrate in Magic is damage dealing removal. Disintegrate in Sorcery is a banish target minion nearby and everything it carries. So similar, you know, removal. But I also had to call out the Minor Explosion card. It might not be Disintegrate, but when I saw this skeleton exploding and the colors used, it just brought to mind the image on Disintegrate here. So those 3 kind of just fit together for me. And finally, I have the stupidly expensive Ghost Ship with its gotta pay 3 blue to regenerate it. I mean, I guess if you have mana to spare and you don't have anything else to do, it is a flyer that can regenerate. But then the foil Ghost Ship that I pulled from that first box of Sorcery, which has a Void Walk. And I believe in Sorcery that means it can move through areas that don't have a sight on them yet. So that's pretty fantastic. And you get to summon spirits from the cemetery to its locations. Now, there are many more cards in Sorcery that share a name and similar effects to early Magic cards. Those are just some of them that I pulled recently. I wanted to look at them and talk about them and discuss how that nostalgia pull, when you see the image and when you see that name and you see the effect, for players of my age and a little bit younger, it really conjures early Magic and some of the magic to Magic the Gathering that led all of us to play back in the mid-90s. Hope you have an awesome day. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's talk more Sorcery. Let's talk Magic. Let's just talk nerdy stuff because that's what I love doing. We'll talk to you soon. Take care out there.